Hey guys, how y'all doing today? So I get a lot of questions about like all the mods that are on the bike, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a full wrap up of all the mods that are on the bike. I'm gonna start out with cosmetic and suspension kind of things, and then I'm gonna go ahead into the performance mods, and then when I'm done, I'll tell you what I think is the best place to stop, short of a big bore kit, for your performance. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, what I'm just going to go through and point out stuff on the bike, and then when I'm done, I'm going to just do some close-ups of various parts of the bike. So there's a lot of stuff on this list. So start out with, I lowered the front forks, so there's 48 millimeters of shock showing at the top there. That's in the front fork, and it doesn't interfere with the way it works at all for me. It still has all the plate it needs. I blacked out the top of the tubes. It's just tape around the sides and paint on the top. I didn't want to put tape, I didn't want to put paint on the sides, because I wanted the slide in the back. I repainted the gas tank and obviously debadged it. I lowered the instrument cluster 25 millimeters, and it is flatter, also laying on the headlight. I have tech lowering shocks in the rear, and initially I set them up for 1 inch. And I ended up just making them 3/4 of an inch after a little while. It just seemed like it was riding a little bit lower than I wanted it to in the back when I was on it. I removed the rear fender. I think everybody does that. In the front, I have the BAAK short fender and a fender raising kit. Before I had the fender raising kit, it didn't really need it, but a rock got stuck up between my tire and my front fender after I went to bigger tires, and so I decided to just get the raising kit because it gouged one of my tires out. And so I got the Diablo Mirrors from K-Speed, and I have black mirror filler bolts, which is from Amazon. I have Amazon generic grips on the handlebars. The clip-ons are Diablo chrome colored clip-ons. I think they're just generic. I wouldn't necessarily go for any name brand on those, so they don't seem special. I have a Diablo headlight bracket on the front. I have the Diablo clutch and brake levers. So yeah, I made a big order from Diablo K-Speed, from K-Speed for Diablo products. I have the Royal Enfield Fort Gators on the front there. I have Royal Enfield black intake covers down there next to the air intake. I've replaced all the reflectors on the bike with this black reflector tape. You can just buy it on Amazon. It does reflect really well when light's shining on it, but the rest of the time it just looks kind of blacked out, so it's pretty good. I have Diablo turn signals that I got from K-Speed in the front. I got a flasher relay, just any old one off Amazon. I have the MK Designs India Cafe Racer seat without the shroud on it. So they make a bunch of them, and I have, I think, 2 of them right now. One of them has the plastic cover on the back, and this one just looks the best, honestly. I have a lot of seats. I have like 10, honestly, just trying to get the right look, and this is the one I ended up with, and I'm not buying any more seats. So I have the MK Designs tail tidy, the full size one, and that fits with this seat. It's basically, I chopped off the back, and it's just a hoop that comes, and you can it'll take one of those little LED light strips in the back up under the seat. I did buy a different light strip though. I didn't use the one that came with your kit. I have a eBay temperature gauge for my oil, and it's just the cap. It's a replacement oil filter cap, or oil filler cap with a temperature dial on it. I have Diablo rear sets, which that's one of the mods I think I probably wouldn't do again. I'd probably just stick with the stock foot pegs, probably. I have Royal Enfield spindles in the back there to jack up the back of the bike on a stand. I removed one of my horns, and I'll show you a close-up of how I did that in a minute here, but basically I took the clamps off of one and just made an L bracket, and so I only have one horn up there. It's still plenty loud, and that was part of, honestly, that was part of weight savings, and those things are actually kind of heavy. It didn't give me a whole lot, but they're noticeably heavy. I put an LED front headlight on. I have MK Designs license plate holder on the side. I have a new clutch cable and a new speedometer cable. I have the air intake delete. So also I think it was MK India. I can't remember where I got that from. But it's that whole kit where you take out your air box and put in pod filters. I did an evap delete, so the evap's off of there. And I swapped the wheels on this bike from the tubed stock wheels it came with to the tubeless new wheels that are alloy that come with these bikes, the recent models of them. So for the performance, I have the Diablo full exhaust on the bike. I have an 865 big bore kit from Hancock's, and I have a stage 2 cam, did the airbox delete. I have a Power Commander 5 in there with a custom dyno tune on it. I have a 16-tooth front sprocket, which you can do that without changing your chain, but if you do a 17, you're gonna have to change it. And if you leave it at a 15 after you do a big bore kit, you're just gonna go through the gears so fast, it's ridiculous. So it's better. I think 16 is a good space for that. I have upgraded brake pads in the front and the back, and I have replaced the tires in the front and the back with one size larger. Right now they're I've used Sport Damons and the Bridgestone BAAK BT46s. I kind of like the Sport Damons better, honestly. And I have a lithium battery in there to save weight. So the whole concept, like when I was doing this, was just to cut weight, add power, and make it look cool, and make it more streamlined. So basically, I think it's pretty much where I'm going to keep it. It's really super fun to ride it around. It's not good for long trips, obviously, because you're kind of leaned over, but just for blasting around town, it's a lot of fun. So I'll go ahead and give you some close-ups of some of this stuff here. See the front end. So these are sticking out kind of high, but see the headlights. What's going on here? You can see the pod filters. These are the lower range shocks. And it's full Diablo exhaust, which sounds pretty good. There's the MK Designs rear end. Right. And I think, it's not going to be a good review unless I start it up and let you guys hear it, so let me go ahead and do that. Alright, that is pretty much all the mods and everything that are on it. If anybody has any questions or suggestions or advice, feel free to leave in the comments. I'm always up for new information or to give out some that I've gained. So, I hope this is the video that answers all the questions. Oh, wait, before I do that, let me show you the horn thing I did. So you can see, it's got one horn here. I took the bracket, I left the bracket off the other one. You can kind of see it sticking down still, and I just L bracketed it over to that one, to the one that's in there still. Show you the other side a little bit better. You can see that. It's still plenty loud, so that's the horn. All right, thanks for Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Okay, guys, to get your best performance short of a big bore kit, what you want to do is cut as much weight as you can off the bike. You want to add air, and you want to add fueling to match the air. And the best way to go about this is to first get a full exhaust and get a power commander. And you can usually get a full exhaust tune for free off of the power commander site. So that'll be your step one. And then you want to take out the air box later, and that will allow you to get more air in at higher RPMs. And it is noticeable. The airbox is a pretty big bottleneck. And once you get rid of that, you're probably gonna have to get a tune on a dyno tune, so you can make use of the extra fueling abilities. And as far as cutting weight, when you get rid of the exhaust, that's also gonna cut a huge amount of weight. I think that was half of the weight savings I got from my bike. So, and also, you can always just get someone that weighs under 100 pounds to do your 0 to 60s like I have here in my video. So, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Hope this was interesting. Thanks.